Lydia Des Dolles, MMA Connect TV, and I'm here with the promoter of this weekend's SubOver80, Jonathan Blk.
How are you doing?
How are you? We've just
Good.
finished training, so that's why we're in there rash guards and all
Shattered.
sweaty and stuff. We're wrecked.
Absolutely shattered.
But I won't see Jonathan before the event on Saturday, so I wanted to get him in for a couple of words, just so that you guys could know all the details about Saturday night.
So we kicked off SubOver80 back in February.
Yes.
It was two 16-man divisions
Yep.
of purple and brown belts, one sub 80 kilos and over 80 kilos.
Yes.
And that was a huge success.
Sold out.
It completely surpassed my expectations. It was just something to keep me occupied while I was rehabbing my knee. So at that time I got loads of messages from blue belts trying to get on the card, and I'm like, here, it's a 4-hour slot, purples and browns only.
Yeah.
So I mixed it up this time, and this weekend we have two 8-man blue belt brackets, sub 80 kilos and over 80 kilos. Each winner will get a 600 sponsorship by Wolfhound Fightwear to the value of €600, both of them. A 50-50 split of gear and financial assistance with competition fees.
Amazing.
That kind of thing, yep.
And it's in the same
big deal for
venue
them.
as it was last time? Is it in the
Yeah,
Civic?
Civic Theatre
Yeah.
this Saturday, 2nd of September. Kickoff is at 4 o'clock. You can get your tickets at the civictheatre.ie. And with that, that's the undercard, the blue belts.
Yeah.
The main card it's all super fights from purple to brown to the recently promoted black belts of BJJ Corp, Peter Wisnia and Brendan McGarry.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Big congrats to you guys. So we have the main card the main event is going to be the sub 80 champ Sam McNally against UK import Sean McDonough.
Awesome.
Which is going to be massive. With that we have Brendan McGarry, who's facing Mario Silverback. We have Peter Wisnia facing Dean Barry. We
Lovely.
have, and then recently added this week, we have Richie Crosdale and Paddy McBride, with announced today our boy Chris Leddy versus
Sick.
Ian Coughlin of George Santos BJJ. So it's going to
That's
be.
a heavy main card, right?
Yeah, it all came together. We had two unfortunate drop-outs due to illness, but yeah, the main card is put together. We have the undercard, and we're all ready to go for Saturday.
So a lot of these, your main card and the blue belts, are they people that got in touch saying they wanted on the card? Like, did you have any trouble matching for this?
So
or?
the blue belts, because there's just so many blue belts across the country.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, I held a blue belt qualifier where guys got in touch. I booked out the Clondalkin Leisure Centre. I had 2 mats, put all the blue belts sub 80 and all the blue belts over 80. We had 8. We had a combination of 3-man and 4-man round robins, and I got my 8 qualifiers for the sub 80 kilo bracket and then the 8 for the over 80. So they're the top guys in the country essentially.
So that's a really, really good way to do things, you know, because when you pick people, when you match make, you'll always have people online saying, oh, what about this guy, what about that
Yeah,
guy?
for
But
sure.
this was a great way to just kind of say,
Everybody
jump
got a
in
shout.
and whoever wins gets a place.
Exactly.
You know? Good stuff.
So it's the second round of the event, I suppose. It's it's a slightly different concept from the first, but the guys wanted it, and it's a massive stage for the blue belts too, to just announce themselves to Ireland as the top blue belt sub 80 kilos and over 80 kilos. So there's going to be a lot of eyes and attention brought to them after this weekend.
100%, and we're starting to see now, like, obviously the rise of MMA in Ireland, where there's a lot of super fights being added to MMA cards, but now we're starting to see a lot of Jiu Jitsu cards having, you know, going out on their own, and a lot of promoters saying like, well, there's enough talent in Jiu Jitsu in Ireland to host a show on its own. I think the first super fight that we would have ever seen would have been the Celtic Grand Prix. That was Andy Ryan's Grand Prix.
I've been at a few.
That was away for a year or so, but I think it's back in October. When you started up, you obviously started SubOver80 when you were out injured. You had your ACL.
Yeah, so I've been to Polaris twice now to support Dara when he fought the first time Max Campos, and the second
That's our
time
coach, Dara O'Connell.
Jonathan Silva. Could be
Yes.
wrong there. He trains out of Marcelo Garcia's in New York, but like it's just being in a theater and with all the step seating, and then you're just looking up at your coach center stage. It's massive. Like
Yeah.
it's something else. And when I did my knee, it's a
What
dark.
was it? 2 years?
It was 18 months before I got back on the mat competitively and started rolling without thinking about it. But like it is a long road, and I hate even thinking about it now.
I know.
But it was a distraction. It was something which I thought I could introduce in Ireland. It was a massive risk as well, because a lot of the guys didn't think it would work. But I was like, gonna make it work. This is my little project. I've got no other hobbies other than.
I remember even going to the first one, and we were going out and we were saying, you know, obviously you had all of us, you had all your teammates that were coming out to support, but we were like, will anyone show up? Because when you have a jiu-jitsu competition, the bulk of the crowd is made up of people who are actually competing. So it's kind of like, do people actually just turn up to watch jiu-jitsu? And then by, I think even as soon as doors opened, everyone was in their seats and it was like, this is a sellout show. And I was outside and I was filming a little bit, kind of like the entrance stuff, and there was people outside saying like, can I just get one ticket? Can we just stand at the back? You know, like there was a demand for people to get in. It was insane.
Crazy.
I know that you put on that show because of your injury. Was it then because of the success of it that you said, right, let's go do a second one? Or is this something now we're going to see you do from now on, like have one every 3 months or 4 months?
The injury was a push to do it, I suppose. Like I did business marketing in college. I did 4 years of that, and in my current job at the moment, I wasn't able to display that skill set, I suppose, and it's something which I wanted to, just a challenge to adopt and just present what I experienced at Polaris in Ireland, I suppose. Just the theatre, centre stage, the lights, the quietness as well, the stillness while people are going to get an advantageous position or trying to hit a submission, and the knowledge of the crowd as well to applaud when there's a
good technique
for sure.
That's awesome. And arguably you've kind of now started a little bit of a trend. You know, we're starting to see a couple other jiu-jitsu tournaments pop up around the way. So
I was up at Battle of the Boyne. There's some people putting their name out there too.
It's
Enjoy that
good.
massively.
So, you know what I mean? All it does is support the sport in Ireland, you know, and it encourages people to invest in jiu-jitsu tournaments, you know what I mean? And give the guys over here, because the talent over here is fantastic, you know what I mean? A lot of guys that train or that compete in Europe and America, they deserve to have a stage like that over here, you know what I mean?
Like I had Shane Fishman, who's training out in Toronto. Some of the guys here actually met him while they were competing for the Worlds. He saw it on Facebook, and he's coming over here for a college semester. I'm not sure where, but he was like, "Here, I'm flying over 3 days before the event. Can I get on the show?" And his credentials was up there, and I matched him up with Kieran Davin, which I was really looking forward to. But he came down with pneumonia, so legit excuse to pull out. So that's part and parcel of putting on these shows as well. Like
it's a risk you take.
I have a greater appreciation now of not counting your chickens before they're hatched. Because you really look forward to these things. You put these two people, you put this match together, whatever, and then it falls through. But you just gotta move on to the next one.
Of course.
Who do I have? Who can I match up?
Yeah, but you've got a strong card regardless, you know. It's a huge card.
I had two matches fall out on the weekend, and I was like cursing and blinding. I was like, but.
These things happen.
Yeah, for sure.
These things happen.
What can you do?
Before I let you go, where can people get tickets, or can they buy them online? Are they on the door?
It's all online. Civic Theatre .ie, and if there's some left, you can get them on the door on the day. I
don't recommend waiting until the day, because if it's anything like the last time, they'll definitely be sold out. So get your tickets now. It's still a couple more days before we are sold out.
We have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is lights, camera, action. So
yes, 100%. And we're really looking forward to being out there again. We were delighted to be at the first one, so thank you so much for having us.
Of course.
To come around for the second.
Delighted to have you.
Thank you very much. Do you have any final words before we let you get wrapped up?
No, that's it. We've got loads of clubs across the country representing from Cork to Donegal, Dublin, the lot. So come and support your boys.
Good stuff. See you there.
Yes.